Every week I get bombarded with hundreds of thousands of mail, emails, voice messages from tons of my fans all over the world. So today, how about we hit the mailbag? Let's see, what do we have here? First one comes from Warren Isles in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. John, as an American, change has been a huge theme in 2008. What do you feel has had the bigger impact this year? Barack Obama winning the U.S. federal election, or the selection of Adam Pearce as the new booker for Ring of Honor? Here on Pollocktics, we don't bother with third-party spin. We go right to the sources, such as Ring of Honor performer Kevin Steen.
Barack Obama definitely seems like a man of his word and someone who's going to maybe take the country in a new direction. And the new direction for Ring of Honor seems to be working out, so I'm sure the new direction for the United States is going to work out just fine, too.
Let's go to another letter here. What do we have? This one comes from Mark Coy. Hi, John Pollock. Do you think Sarah Palin will show up at the TNA Final Resolution pay-per-view? Well, Mark Coy, TNA did send out the invite to the former vice presidential candidate to join the beautiful people at the December 7th Final Resolution event in Orlando. We spoke with TNA's Jeremy Borash for the answer.
We have not heard anything, although she's doing every media outlet available. We put a huge offer out there. I think it was $50,000 donated to a charity of her choice up in Alaska. I don't really see it happening, but Sarah Palin, in my book, could be one of the beautiful people. She's right on par there with Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, so it'd be perfect.
All right, we have time for one more question, and this one comes all the way from Dallas, Texas, from Pamela Barnes. John, what did you think of Mr. Kennedy stealing your segment on his return to Raw? Well, I tuned into Raw and saw Mr. Kennedy return, featuring an entire segment dedicated to politics and discussing the recent president-elect Barack Obama. Yet only 4 days prior to his appearance on Raw, he was in Toronto chatting with John Pollock. So why don't we ask Kennedy himself? Mr. Kennedy, how did it feel to go on television and ride on the coattails of John Pollock?
I don't recall seeing one until I got into the WWE, and I just happened to get some tape that somebody had, you know. It's a night off. It really is. But I don't really like nights off.
Unbelievable. Mr. Kennedy wants to come onto my turf, the political spectrum. Why don't you stick to pro wrestling, Mr. Kennedy? We all know you have a movie coming out January the 6th, Behind Enemy Lines 3. But guess what? I've also got some muscle in the Hollywood community. Some of my buddies, Jerry Bruckheimer, the dude who made all the Die Hard films, all on speed dial. So I made some phone calls. And get ready for the biggest blockbuster over the last 20 years. The summer of 2010, Behind Enemy Lines 4, starring John Pollock, coming to a theater near you.